Meanwhile, it's time now for the third installment in our special coverage of Korea's free economic zones. I have Peter Bent here in the studio as always. Welcome back, Peter.
Good afternoon, Sunny.
Right, Peter, I hear you'll be talking about the East Coast Free Economic Zone today.
Yes, that's right. So that one is the only one in Gangwon Province, which includes the cities of both Gangneung and Donghae, which are located on the eastern part of the Korean peninsula. So Gangneung City actually hosted the speed skating competition for the 2018 Pyeongchang Winter Olympics and is a magnet for tourists for its historic sites and cultural attractions, such as beautiful beaches, the Ojokon House and the historic Songgyeojang House as well. With its spectacular sunrises, Donghae City is famous for Mangsang Beach, which stretches for 5 kilometers, making it a popular spot for tourists.
Peter, I suppose the city has been hard hit by the dwindling number of tourists amid the pandemic then?
Yes, that is true. Due to COVID-19, less people booking accommodation. But actually, on the other hand, day trippers have increased and the popularity of sites for camping vehicles in which people can stay secluded and safe has risen as well. Since there are many camping sites along the east coast of Gangwon Province, many people have been visiting the area while quarantine measures are being strictly enforced.
All right, well, that's good to know. After all, tourism is the key industry there, right?
Yeah, as part of that innovative growth plan for these free economic zones that was announced by the Ministry of Trade, Industry and Energy, EFEZ is pushing forward to establish a high-tech material industry and grow into a tourist destination for international travellers as well.
I see. So how are officials there working to make that plan a reality?
Well, I think it's good to explain first how EFEZ and the industrial zone is split up into different parts to get an idea of the current status of industries within it. So EFEZ has 3 districts and the types of industries in each one are actually different. So let's take a closer look. EFEZ is a special economic zone that hopes to propel the coastal region of Gangwon Province into an economic hub of the East Sea by nurturing the high-tech materials industry as well as tourism and leisure. It also hopes to transform Gangneung into a cosmopolitan city with a thriving global logistics business.
저희 동해안권 경제자유구역청은 3개 지구로 이루어져 있습니다. 먼저 강릉시에 5개 산업단지가 있습니다. 그리고 동해시에 망상지구와 동해항이 있는 북평 산업단지 이렇게 3개 지구를 경제자유구역으로 지정을 받고 저희가 투자 유치를 통한 조성 사업을 하고 있습니다.
Mangsang District, which is located in the city of Donghae, will be developed into a travel attraction that hopes to lure international tourists with an array of facilities such as marine leisure and recreational zones. Over in Okge District in the city of Gangneung, a non-ferrous metals business cluster is being developed in the hopes of being an advanced materials hub that manufactures titanium, aluminium and other lightweight metals. Meanwhile, Bukpyeong District in the city of Donghae is nurturing an industrial cluster for advanced materials and components.
고용 창출과 또 관련된 산업을 통해서 부과되는 연계 시너지 효과 그리고 굉장히 밀접한 서로의 연관관계를 갖고 있고 그 발전을 위해서는 다 같이 각각의 노력을 많이 좀 해야 될 것으로 생각하고 있습니다.
Right, so Peter, Mangsang District will be transformed into a tourist destination for travelers from here and abroad, while Okge and Bukpyeong districts will serve as industrial bases for the advanced materials business.
Yeah, that's right.
I see. All right, we'll start first then with the project in Mangsang District.
Yeah, so Mangsang District itself is also divided into 3 districts. District 1 will have a recreational resort complex, a specialized university, foreign educational institutions, a residential area and commercial facilities. In District 2 and 3 of Mangsang, a recreation town and resort complex comprised of hotels, resorts, an art museum, shopping malls and more will be created. Situated near both Mount Sorak and Mangsang Beach, there are high hopes that the Gangneung city will become a top international tourism complex. And notably, the world-class hotel group Banyan Tree Hotels and Resorts signed an agreement, a business one, with Mangsang District Development Project contractors to launch a 5-star hotel development project. The size of the investment is expected to reach $1 billion and will be spread across Mangsang Districts 2 and 3.
That's quite a remarkable achievement right there, an investment that is. Right then, let's turn to the undertakings in Okgae and Pukpyeong that are centered on the advanced materials industry.
Yeah.
Let's start with Okgae then.
Okay, so Okgae District is building an advanced materials parts research complex, and it's bringing in foreign technology in the field of non-ferrous metals and advanced materials with a focus on lightweight materials such as titanium, aluminum, and magnesium. And last September, Okgae District invested $54 million for the development costs to complete the construction of roads, complexes and lots. This stage has now been completed, so the district is ready to take in research labs and tenant companies related to advanced materials. In the first half of 2021, the district plans to attract tenant companies through a promotional campaign.
Right. Peter, why the focus on lightweight materials?
Well, unfortunately, the steel industry has seen a lot of oversupply, a lot of protectionism as well, and states have ramped that up in 2020, if anything. So POSCO, the #1 steel maker in Korea, was slapped with tariffs on steel products such as hot-rolled and cold-rolled steel. So in order to counter these trade barriers, a strategy was formed to refocus on value-added metal products. Titanium, aluminum and magnesium are lightweight materials that really fit with this strategy.
I see. All right, Peter, tell us about the efforts in Pukpyeong now.
Well, Pukpyeong District is going to establish a complex with some long-term business leases, and it's going to foster the manufacturing industry that will be led by non-ferrous metal companies such as LS Cable and Systems and DB Metal. The district will be supported by excellent infrastructure in Okgae Port and Donghae Port, and also it will serve as a base for the renewable energy industry by creating the first hydrogen-related business cluster in South Korea. And there is growing interest in eco-friendly renewable energy around the world. And among renewable energies, the hydrogen industry is garnering a lot of attention as a future industry that will continue to grow for another 100 years. So we met with a company that is keeping pace with this market trend. So let's take a look. Korea East-West Power Company is a state-run energy firm. Currently, it operates 4 thermoelectric power plants and 1 combined cycle power plant. Korea East-West Power Company is now investing in renewable energy. In line with the government's roadmap to support local economies, it'll invest $5.8 billion by 2030 to become a dominant player in hydrogen power. As part of this plan, the company is preparing to build an R&D complex for a green hydrogen plant in Pukpyeong District.
재생에너지의 전력을 활용해서 수소를 생산하는 파워투가스 기술을 개발하고 있습니다. 그린 수소 생산을 위한 국내 유일한 R&D 실증 단지가 되겠습니다.
So why did Korea East-West Power Company choose EFEZ for its hydrogen business?
그린 수소를 생산하기 위해서 가장 필요한 에너지원은 재생에너지원입니다. 아시겠지만 강원도는 제주도보다 더 많은 풍력 자원을 가지고 있고요. 이용률이 가장 좋습니다. 그리고 수력발전소가 가장 많은 지역이 강원도고요. 그래서 이곳에서 사업을 진행하게 됐습니다.
EFEZ will build the only green hydrogen demonstration complex in South Korea due to the abundance of renewable energy sources in the region. More companies in the green hydrogen sector are expected to reap the benefits of being located in the EFEZ.
Right, Peter, for the sake of clarity, what exactly does the hydrogen market include?
Well, the hydrogen industry, it involves any kind of technology that can produce hydrogen, that can store it, transport it, and use it so that it can one day replace fossil fuels that cause a lot of pollution to our environment. And since hydrogen can be produced from water, it can definitely reduce environmental pollution, and it is also easy to transport and store in terms of efficiency and economics. So P2G technology is one energy storage tech that can generate and store hydrogen or methane using electricity obtained from solar or wind power. Research on it is being carried out in Europe, where the share of renewable energy in power production is quite high. And Korea East-West Power is also developing P2G technology, and it is doing so in the EFEZ.
Right. What's behind the push for hydrogen power?
Well, this is all in step with the government's plan to revitalise the hydrogen economy, and it's made an announcement last year to that end. Competition in hydrogen power is already pretty fierce, as there are many players in the US, Japan and Australia, but the industry is still in its infancy, so it's very important to secure a leading position. The Korean government is able to create these new markets and industries through a hydrogen economy, including in transportation that covers automobiles and ships, as well as energy production such as electricity and thermal power. The establishment of a hydrogen infrastructure will have a great impact on other industries as well. So hopes are that jobs will be created among small and medium-sized companies as a result of adopting hydrogen power. It is widely recognized as a big future growth engine.
One final question, Peter, before you go. What benefits are in store for potential investors in the East Coast Free Economic Zone?
Well, it depends on the size of the investment, but there are definitely tax benefits. There's low purchasing tax rates and low property taxes as well. Foreign invested companies with a foreign investment ratio above 30%, and factories related to new growth engines and material parts manufacturing and some others will be provided with cash grants. And in addition, the authority will provide infrastructure support, administrative support and support for relocation to tenant firms.
I see. All right, Peter, thank you for that coverage. I'll see you on Friday.
See you next time. Thanks.